middle. There was one in the middle here. Yes.
Is Squiffy on holiday?
Squiffy's up in my hotel room and he's coming down to dance at the disco.
Yeah.
Do you find it easier to work on a big budget film or a smaller budget film? I suppose a big budget film.
That's a tricky one because personally, my career has all been television. I know television backwards. I know how to cost a show for a TV budget, and when presented with a feature film for the first time, do you go completely overboard going it's a feature film and I'm going to ask for millions of pounds, or do you put it in sensibly? I don't know, I find it very tricky just trying to judge how much of a jump up you do. I mean, for Atonement, the thing for us was that as opposed to building something at quarter scale, which would be a pretty big scale for working at TV, we were able to build it at 1/2 scale, which, you know, is a fairly sizable model. But nothing I asked for was turned down. We're going to need a truck to move it, yeah, no problem. We're going to need a big stage, yes, we'll sort that out for you. Peter's camera requirements, yes, absolutely fine. And oh, and by the way, we're going to have a special set of caterers to look after you guys, so it's a slightly different world. Both Peter and Alan have worked on features a lot more, so I don't know, do you find a huge difference between features and TV?
Yes, it's not just a question of the budgeting, it's a question of the finish. You have to deal with features in a different way because you're looking at a 70-foot screen. Hello? So you have to you either make a call personally about the finish you want to put on it, or you do it in discussion with the team around you. But there is a big difference, and there's a joy in doing both. It's lovely to work on a big screen feature and do very high quality work, but you can get very anal about it. It can be very tedious. You can spend what seems like a lot of unnecessary time doing detail that might not be seen. TV is a different kettle of fish. There's a joy in doing things quickly and sometimes cheaply to the requisite quality.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing Alan says, in that a feature film, you have an audience of people who are sitting there in the dark watching it on a big screen and doing nothing else. On TV, the phone may ring, the kettle may boil, the cat may attack you, you're constantly being distracted from what's on it. And more interestingly, for the industry as a whole, a lot of people now want to be able to watch it on their phone or their iPod on the train on the way into work. How do you then equate a model that was built to be shown on 70 mil huge screen can also work for somebody sitting in a train on an iPod? Oh yeah, I mean, Alan's just reminded me, we also worked on a feature film this year called Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day, which is a 1930s farce. And the quality of work that was put into the props that Alan and another colleague of ours did was phenomenal. And as soon as it arrived on set, they daubed everything in black paint and rubbed it all down and put smudges all over it. So all the work we'd done in to make it look pristine was completely undone. And all their, no, it must look like metal. Complete waste of time and effort, but that's the judgment call you can make when you're doing a feature film. Whereas on TV, you just go, no, we can't afford that, let's make it look old and rusty.
Do you find too you've more interference if you work on a feature film than on TV? Like the director's telling you it has to look this way, or producers and editors changing things to look a certain way, different than the way you were told originally?
That's very much down to the individual directors and producers. I've worked on TV shows where they've gone, there's the script, go away and come back when you've finished it. I've worked on things whereby they want to see drawings every step of the way. I mean, Red Dwarf is a case in point. Rob and Doug used to take a huge amount of interest in what we did, and we would have meetings specifically about the effects work. You know, what will the spacecraft look like? They were very open to, if they would write a script set where the starboard crashes in an ocean, we would be able to turn around and go, that would look more dramatic and better for us if it was in lava. And they would take that on board, and it was very back and forth. And cheaper. Similarly, the thing we've just been working on for Discovery Channel, we've worked with 3 different directors, and they've all been completely different, haven't they, in terms of how they've dealt with us and how much hands-on control they've wanted. Some have been happy, sit in the corner, do their own thing, and they just come over to have a look through camera and go, yeah, that's fine, go away and do it. And others literally want to be there every second of every day tweaking. So it depends on the individual. It's not so much a TV film thing as what's your director like. Yeah.
Yeah, my question's just for you actually, Mike. Just how attached did you become to Robert in the meal when you were dressed as the glove? Just how attached were you to him?
Well, Robert and I had a very deep and meaningful relationship after doing Camille, the slow dance in particular, or the disco version, depending on what you've seen on the DVDs. To be honest, I don't think Robert would have gone anywhere near me after that, because if you've seen how sweaty and unpleasant it is inside a giant blob covered in Swarfiga, or indeed how sweaty and unpleasant Robert looks inside all his prosthetics. All we were thinking about, I have to say, is just getting out of those costumes and having a shower. Not together.
Yeah, I believe your thousands would.
Did you take him up the stage quite fast?
Any more questions?
Is there more to going up the stage quite fast than just driving up a road?
Yes. Peter can explain later. Any more? I think that is the lot. In which case we are done. Thank you very much. See you later on.
Just before we go, I'd just like to say, on behalf of all of us, as we're not going to see you for a little while, it's been a great pleasure. We've only done it 3 times here, but Mike's done quite a few more than us. But it's been a great pleasure to meet you all. You've been great fans, and that is really what makes the series work. It's the fans, and it's why we're in work. So thank you very much for supporting us.
Thank you very much, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant, thank you. Anybody that's entering the fancy dress costume, please go into the little room by the side of the screen there. And if you have